American reality television series My 600 Pound Life documents the journeys of morbidly obese patients as they seek medical assistance, ultimately in the form of bariatric surgery, to progress their weight loss. With obesity quickly becoming the biggest health problem in the US, where nearly half of the adult population is officially obese, it became imperative to raise both awareness about all the dangers associated with morbid obesity and to encourage the American population to overcome the developing problem by adopting healthier habits. Such is the premise and intent of the series My 600 Pound Life, hosted by Houston-based surgeon and doctor, Dr. Younan Nowzaradan, mononymously known as Dr. Now, whose hope for the documentary was to cast much-needed light on the American obesity epidemic and perhaps provide help for the many patients in need of bariatric surgery. Despite the drastic subject of the series, My 600 Pound Life became a popularly received documentary program, and certainly one of TLC Network's most successful shows. Making its debut on air in 2012, the series hasn't only continued into its 11th season, but has also inspired the filming of several spin-offs. Of course, with so many people able to relate to the premise of My 600 Pound Life, there would be no shortage of viewers, but the entertainment value of the show extends much further, drawing an audience of all kinds, and even making a few stars out of the patients who appeared in Dr. Now's office. The standard premise of an episode would look into the lives of Dr. Now's patients, sharing their often heartbreaking stories with the camera before documenting the patient's tough journey to improve their lifestyle and health, until they are able to qualify for surgery. Before Dr. Now prepares his patients for bariatric surgery, he requires them to lose a minimum amount of weight to confirm their seriousness. And as performing surgery on a grossly overweight patient could hold serious repercussions. However, Dr. Now earned a reputation for often operating on patients who do not qualify. While perhaps done out of kindness and necessity for the patient, many people have questioned Dr. Now's medical ethics. Throughout the show's airing, many faces have appeared on My 600 Pound Life, some enjoying remarkable success and change, while others tend to be stubborn patients who do not succeed in their journey. Though perhaps entertaining to many regular viewers, the sad reality of obesity can be much darker, as My 600 Pound Life has said a final farewell to several of the faces who appeared in the show. Obesity is no laughing matter, as the condition can cause a long list of health complications for those suffering from it, all of which can potentially be fatal. To prove this, My 600 Pound Life possibly recorded the most deaths among the show's cast, despite not being one of the more dangerous documentaries airing on TLC. Over the years, many former patients of Dr. Now have passed away, some on the show, while others died in tragic circumstances following their appearance in the series. Some of the familiar names of deceased stars who formerly appeared include Colisa McMillan and Rob Buchel, among several others. Now, one of the show's most beloved participants and patients, Kelly Mason, has also recently been added to the list of My 600 Pound Life stars who sadly passed away. If you are interested in learning more about what happened to Mason, then follow us as we take a look at the tragic circumstances surrounding Kelly's unfortunate death. As we clarify the details surrounding Kelly Mason's death, we will briefly reflect on Mason's appearance on the show, discussing her journey and how she stole the admiration of fans and viewers familiar with her story. Following this, we'll discuss the tragedy of Kelly's passing. Unfortunately, not much is known about Kelly Mason's personal life before she appeared on My 600 Pound Life. Everything fans know about the late reality star was what Dr. Now's cameras showed the audience. Kelly Mason's journey with the show began as she traveled to Houston, Texas to seek out Dr. Now's advice and help. Kelly had suffered from morbid obesity most of her adult life, and while Kelly didn't share any heartbreaking stories while appearing on My 600 Pound Life, viewers nonetheless felt sympathy for the then 40-year-old. As Kelly explained to Dr. Now, her obesity resulted in several health problems, all of which caused her discomfort and could very likely be the death of her. To name some of the conditions associated with Mason's obesity, she suffered from type 2 diabetes, thyroid complications, blood clotting, high blood pressure, arthritis, and a pulmonary embolism. On top of that, Kelly also suffered from congestive heart failure, and before seeing Dr. Now, had been hospitalized for heart-related problems. Of course, Dr. Now realized the drastic situation in which Kelly found herself, taking a strong, encouraging stand by getting Kelly to undergo strict physical exercise and follow a planned diet, hoping she could shake off some of the extra weight before it was too late for Mason. When she initially appeared on My 600-Pound Life, Kelly weighed 725 pounds, about 330 kilograms, and suffering from shortness of breath, Kelly was mostly immobile and confined to her bed. As Kelly shared, whenever life felt like it was heading in a negative direction, she would resort to food as a source of comfort, and it quickly became a difficult addiction with which Kelly struggled. Kelly even admitted during her initial induction onto the show that if she didn't improve her health, she might very well be breathing her last. Sadly, Kelly would not know just how prophetic her concerns were. Despite a difficult beginning on the show, having to face the reality of the complications she might face, Kelly somehow found the means to take on the challenge with everything she had to offer, in the process of earning the respect and admiration of fans and viewers. Kelly's determination to improve her life drove her to work hard, both keeping to a strict diet and complying with the tough regimen of exercising she had to undertake. Within only a few months, Kelly showed brilliant positive progress as she shed a total of 220 pounds, about 100 kilograms. Naturally, with her impressive weight loss, Dr. Now approved her for surgery and performed the bariatric operations, in the hopes that it would improve Kelly's success. The surgery was a success, and Kelly went on to lose another 100 pounds, over 50 kilograms, making both Dr. Now quite proud of her accomplishment and inspiring many other patients at home to take on the weight loss journey. Unfortunately, all her hard work and efforts didn't pay off the way that both Kelly and Dr. Now would have wished. On February 15, 2019, as Kelly's episode on the 7th season of My 600-Pound Life aired, the reality television star and celebrated champion of the people passed away in her sleep. According to reports published by gossip outlets, the 41-year-old died suffering cardiac arrest while sleeping. The news of her passing would quickly spread across the internet, and of course soon reached the ears of Kelly's many admirers. Kelly's unfortunate death shocked My 600-Pound Life's audiences, as everybody hoped that Kelly's life would become one of the show's biggest success stories. Even Dr. Now, who would usually approach the show in his recognizable professional manner, was moved by Kelly's death. As the doctor would explain on social media, also passing along his condolences to Kelly's surviving family, Mason's cause of death was unrelated to her journey on the show. Unfortunately, while Kelly showed so much courage and improvement, Dr. Now explained that the damage Kelly's heart suffered from obesity was simply too much, and it never properly healed despite all of her efforts. Dr. Now also reassured fans and viewers that Kelly did not relapse into her former overeating habits, saying that during her last check-in with the doctor, Kelly had still been going strong and remained on track of steadily losing weight with her exercise and diet. Kelly Mason will certainly be missed by friends, family, and the fans of My 600-Pound Life, and will forever be remembered for the courageous journey she undertook on the show, as well as for earning the viewers' admiration and respect for her hardworking determination. We are certain even Dr. Now will be disappointed by Kelly's death and will miss one of his favorite patients to yet appear on My 600-Pound Life. Obesity is no joke, but in fact can hold extremely dangerous complications for patients suffering from the debilitating ailment, as was proven by the death of several My 600-Pound Life stars. The bariatric operation isn't a panacea for the possible ailments that have affected a person because of excess weight, so several have died from related problems, not from the surgery. From early faces like Henry Foots to the most recent tragic passing of Kelly Mason, the show has certainly seen its fair share of tragic developments. Of course, the late stars of My 600-Pound Life will be dearly missed, but forever remembered for the stories they shared with fans through Dr. Now and the show's cameras.
Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on social media or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.